Hi guys, and welcome back to Coil Life. Today we're going to be having a look at the Hive Squonk kit from the Swedish Vaper with the little Dinky 17mm RDA on top. I really like this little kit. For your money, it's got a bang for a buck, so they say. We'll talk about 48, 50-ish pounds in the UK. Around about $60 in the US, depending on where you shop, of course. This little RDA on top, though, it's so cute, it really is. Just a little bit of a size comparison. If you look at the Vape Pulse, it is a tiny bit smaller all around, a little bit more comfortable in the hand as well. If you have a look at this, is a toaster design, 3D printed squonker. If you look at that, it's roughly the same size, more or less. Although this is, I wish they had rounded out the edges of this just a little bit, would have made it look a little better. Next to the Rock Mods, little squonker. You can see it is a little bit bigger than that. And then of course the Molly as well. They're roughly they're thereabouts the same size, more or less, so it's not really that big. It's quite nice in the hand. Other than, I wish they just had a round at these little corners just a tiny bit, but that's just my preference. Does come in two colours. This is the honeycomb version. You have the Ultim door that you can pop on there as well, and then you also have the Night Wasp version, which has a yellow door, I believe, and a white door. But it is a direct-to-lung RDA, and it is also a mouth-to-lung RDA, so you can dial it right down. I have it fully open, and I do have this little mouth-to-lung drip tip on the top, just because I think it's a little bit more comfortable. Flavour is really good off this RDA, but that's enough for the moment. Let's drop down and have an up-close and personal tour around the Hive Squonk kit from Swedish Vaper. Hey guys, so here we are with the Hive Squonk designed by Swedish Vaper. The box it comes in, you've got Hive on that side. On this side then you've got what the kit contains. So you've got the single 18650 Squonker with plated contacts. You've got the Dinky 17mm bottom feed RDA by Swedish Vaper. You get a free gift, you get an extra door and button included. That's the different colour options that you've got with it. And then on the back you've got the Swedish Vaper logo there, Hive, SVDE, Swedish Vaper and Swedish Vaper UK are brands of SVDE Limited. So if we have a look then on the inside, we do get the Hive Squonk MOD. We get the Dinky RDA. You get an extra drip tip. Pop that out. Extra little stumpy little Ultim drip tip. You get your Ultim button, and you get the Ultim door. Underneath then we do get some cotton. We get an Allen key, some spare seals. You've got a gold plated 510 pin if you want to use the RDA in non-squonk mode. Get some spare terminal screws, and you get a little coil. A couple of little coils in fact. So, also we get our little user manual. So we have a little closer look at the device itself. You see you've got this door, and then we also have the Ultim version of it. If we just pop that out. Little honeycomb effect going on there. You got a nice big squonk window. Two magnets then to hold the doors on. One which will connect to a magnet on the device itself and the other one to your battery. Also in the kit you get a spare Squonk bottle. The one that's installed is the clear one, so you get a clear and a frosted one to change up the look of the device itself. Squonk bottles, I have had no issue with them at all. Some people have had some issues, but I haven't had any problems at all. You can open them up just like so. Each bottle will hold 7 ml of e-liquid. You've got on there, you can see Arctic Dolphin bottles we've got on there. So if we have a look at the device itself, we do have a spring-loaded 510 pin from Stealth Vape, I believe. So on the device itself you do have this little locking feature to lock your device, and there is on the button, there is quite a bit of a throw on there, but it's not too excessive. You can see that the contact, it is folded over, so it does make quite a flat contact with your 510 connector. So your battery contacts then, they will come out to clean. They do have these little locator pieces down here, but they will slide out. You can remove them for cleaning. Now I believe that these are a nickel plated copper contacts, which is a little bit unusual. For your battery compartment, it is separated from your Squonk bottle compartment by this little piece of Ultima here. You've also got a battery indicator, so your plus on the bottom there and your minus on the top. You've got this little ribbon then to remove your battery with ease, although tapping it like that will allow your battery just to pop out as well. Looking around it then, you've got Hive on the side here with your little kind of hexagon honeycomb bits there. On the back you've got one big hexagon honeycomb with Swedish Vaper on the bottom, and on the side here you've got this sort of honeycomb effect where you can see your contact. On the bottom then, if you have a look, you've got this engraving going on the bottom. It says nothing to see here, really, still reading, okay then, vape on. It's a little bit of humour going on there. So the doors then, they fit in place no problem at all when your battery is in there, and there's no movement, no play in those doors at all. So you can change up the look of the device itself. You can swap out the button, pop in the Ultim button, or you can have your grey door in there just to change up the look a little bit. And you also get a selection of stickers, different effects going on there. I think these stickers, it doesn't tell you anywhere what these stickers are for, but I'm assuming they're to go around your battery, so you can have a little bit of a design going on your batteries if you wish. And then if we have a look at this dinky little RDA, it really is a dinky RDA. It is 17mm, it's absolutely tiny. If I pop it up to next to a 22mm RDA, you can really see the difference in size, and this will hopefully add to the flavour. And you do have adjustable airflow. Let me just grab something to screw this down on, pop that down on there. If we take that top cap off, have a closer look at that. So we've got 3 airflow holes and then nothing on the other side. You do have Dinky engraved in the top cap. On the inside there you do have your adjustable airflow, so you can close the airflow holes down to 1 hole if you wish, if you want to have that mouth to lung effect. Pop that top cap off, you see those holes there in there, so you can choose to have your holes open, or you can have it like that, or you can close 1, 2 and close them all down if you wanted to, no reason to. And then when you have it with your holes lined up just like that, you can see you've got your holes all open, and then you can close them so you can just have partially all three open if you wish. And then the drip tip you've got on there, you can pop this one in as well for your true mouth to lung experience with this RDA. And then if we have a look at the build deck itself, let's just unscrew that for a second. So on the bottom you've got your gold plated squonk pin, you've got Dinky, you've got your serial number 210, designed by Swedish Vaper, and it is held on by these two O-rings here. And then you've got your post design, so you got a 2-post design, nice and simple. Pop your legs in, tighten down your screws, and then just snip off at the back, just making sure that you snip that flush, because you don't want it to be shorting out on the top cap. So what we'll do is we'll get a coil in here now. Okay, so there is the coil that I'm going to be putting in the Dinky RDA. I just need to fire it up, make sure it's glowing nice and evenly. You can put your flat coils, fuse Claptons, etc. in here if you do so wish. I've just gone for a Kanthal coil just because it is just a little Dinky RDA. So I'll pop that in just like that, get some cotton, pop some liquid into the bottles, and we'll have a little vape on it. So there we go, we've got our battery in, I've got our juice filled up so we can see there how it squonks. So you just give it a little squeeze, your juice comes up just like that. Those bottles are super soft, really nice to use. Make sure that our coil is nice and saturated. Very quick fire, there we go. Pop our top cap on, make sure we've got our airflow open. Pop our little Dinky top cap on, there we go. That's it, ready then to have a little vape on the Hive and Dinky Squonk kit from Swedish Vaper. Okay guys, so that was the up close and personal tour around the Hive Squonk kit and the Dinky RDA from Swedish Vaper. And value for money, absolutely, this is a bargain. This is a really good bit of kit. If you don't want to spend hundreds of pounds on a Squonk kit, but you don't want anything that's cheap and tacky and just a bit shit, this is decent, I have to say. I really do like it, and you can use any RDA you want on here. You don't have to use this little tiny little one. You know, you're gonna get your 22 mils on there, absolutely no problem at all. Your 24 mils will come out right to the edge, but still they won't look that bad on it at all. I kind of like, some people don't like this, I like the way you can see your contact strip in there. It's really nice. The fact that it comes with 2 bottles, 2 doors, 2 buttons, you know, value for money. This kit has it all, really. The one thing that I personally think, it's the only thing that I really think is shit about this whole kit, is the bottles that it comes with. Although I haven't had real problems with the bottles, I can just see the potential for people getting pissed off with these things, because when you fill your bottle up and you pop it back in, they're so soft, and the hose, it just is so small compared to the actual squonk part of your 510. Getting it on there is a little bit tricky, and with the bottle being so soft, it just squishes and you could potentially get juice everywhere. Also, what I have found is when you fill the bottle up, and just putting the cap, screwing the cap back on to the bottle can be a little bit tricky. What I tend to do with any bottle is don't fill it completely all the way up to the top, rather leave a little bit of room for air, pinch it in at just a tiny bit so that the liquid goes up to the top, pop your finger over the top of the hose and then screw it down, and that way when you release the pressure it sucks it rather than having the juice overflow through the hose on the bottle. That's just something I always do. So the RDA itself on top here, the Dinky, what a name. It certainly is a dinky little RDA, 17mm diameter. You've got that 2-post design that's just easy to build on. Slot your coil in, clamp it down, snip off your excess, pop your cotton in, and away you go. The squonking system on it, no problems at all with your finger, whatever way works for you, whatever's comfortable. Flavour. Because it's so small, because it's so reduced, the flavour of this thing is really good. I mean, for a budget kit, this is up there amongst some of the best. I mean, the flavour is incredible. I've tried various different bills. I've tried your little mouth to lung bills, because you can dial this right down to a mouth to lung vape as well, which is really, really good. It's a major plus in my book. But just that direct to lung vape, it is so nice. It really is. Would I recommend this to people? Yeah, I would definitely would. I mean, value, 10 out of 10 value for money, definitely without doubt. As for your build quality, I mean, that the little quote on the bottom there about nothing to see here, bit of sarcasm, bit of humour. It's nice to see. Build quality, I'd have to say 10 out of 10 build quality. I've had no issues, no problems at all. The only thing, as I said, is those bottles, but you can put any bottle you want in there. The fact you've got your little safety switch to cut it off, major plus, absolute major plus. All around, I would say this device, value for money, everything, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 all day long. But anyway, that's all I've got time for. Thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. If you haven't already done so, please do hit that subscribe button below, and we'll catch you again soon.